Hello YouTube and welcome back to the FIFA 17 Sunderland Career Mode. This is episode 26 here, and as you may be able to tell, this is a bit of a longer episode. There's only the 3 games in this episode still, as we lead up into the transfer window, which will start in the next episode. But anyway, as you can see here, we're starting this episode off with an away game to Watford. Didier Ndong does really well, beats his man and puts it into the bottom corner quite early on. A really good finish from him after he was passed the ball inside. As you can see here, it was Ben Yedder who gave him the ball. He beat his man really well and slid it into the bottom left-hand corner against our former goalkeeper, Costel Pantilimon. But anyway, they're coming forward here, 25 minutes gone around about. Okaka gives it into Igalo. He gives it back to Okaka. A really bad challenge. The keeper does very poorly, I believe, and the player on the line could have probably done a bit better. It would not let me select him. But I think the first defender, I think it was Kone, should have done better. And also Manone probably could have done better there. But if it had let me change to Van Aanholt, I think I wouldn't have ran away from it like he did. So that's 1-1 there, pretty disappointing. And as you can see, not long after kickoff, we give it in to Wissam Ben Yedder. He runs it down, gives it to Tufan. He backheels it to Andre Gray, who beats his man, gives it to Ndong. Ndong cuts in, gives it back to Gray, who turns, has a shot, and a really good save by Pantilimon, who I'm just going to say now had a really good game. He may have let that chance in, but he played really well after that. As you can see, we try and get forward again. Kone gets it down, and it is blocked. We get another corner here, which will be swung in again by Wabi Khazri. He whips it in, it comes towards Kone, it's flicked on, and a really good chance. Fabio Barini on the bicycle kick. A really good chance, but unlucky for us. Pantilimon made a really good save. Then you can see here, I had a chance and tried to shoot with Ndong. He'd scored a couple of goals, so I thought I'd try something. It was pretty poor, and then they get the ball back and can go forward now. So as you can see, Capu beats his man, gives it into Okaka eventually after all the defenders left him, and it's a simple finish in off the post to beat Manone. Very poor defending from us once again, as Capu was able to take on a couple men. I brought too many men over to him, especially Van Aanholt there, and it was pretty easy for him to find the back of the net. Unlucky for us, it went in off the post. But anyway, about 25 minutes left here. We're trying to get forward. Donny Barrera gets the ball and is tackled well. One front then gives it into Igalo. Igalo then can beat his men, go through on goal. Kone tries to stop him, but he gets past too easily, and the ball goes in after getting a slight touch after Manone. Very poor defending there, but once again, if Manone gets a touch on that, he should probably do a bit better. It goes through his legs, which is very disappointing. But anyway, you can see we're trying to come forward in the last minute here, just to try and get a consolation goal. Corchia beats his man, gives it to Barini, who gives it to Barrera. Barrera through to Khazri, he puts it just wide. Very poor finishing, and that is how the game finished. 3-1 defeat. I think we were probably just better, but it was probably deserving to be a draw, not a Watford win by 2 goals, definitely. But anyway, you can see that there were the results from that round of fixtures, and we get into the second game of this episode, which is at home to Liverpool. As you can see, we're getting forward here quite early on. They get it away from Matip, but it will be a throw in to us, so we will have a chance to get the ball forward once again. We do lose the ball. Randall tries to give it out, gives it to their player. Stewart then gets it, tries to play it to Josh Sims. It is intercepted. Djulabajic then gives it to Caramol. Caramol to Declan John as we try and get forward here. As you can see in the top left, Arsenal are currently 7 points ahead at the top of the table, so they're doing well. But anyway, Lenz gets forward, gives it in to Lyndon Gooch. Gooch turns, and what a goal by Lyndon Gooch. Great finish from him on what I believe is his first appearance of the season. So a really good finish from him with his first chance, and a really good goal for us to take the lead in the 10th minute. Really good finish, and a 1-0 lead over Liverpool, who I believe coming into this game, the commentator said they'd lost their last 4 fixtures, so it was not looking good for them. Actually, this is it here. So as you can see here, they've lost 4 games in a row, but we gave the ball away to Awoni. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but he had a shot straight at the keeper. But Walter Mathis tries to get it forward, chips it over the top to Gooch, who is tackled. They're coming forward now. Josh Sims on the ball out wide. He gives it into Awoni. Anyway, I think this is why they've lost 4 in a row. The team they're playing, just a load of youngsters. I mean, it's not bad giving a few youngsters a chance, but if that's the whole team without Premier League experience, they might be losing. But anyway, they get forward. Petros, I'm not sure who that is, has a really good strike and puts it into the back of the net. So despite them losing their last 4 fixtures, they do go level against us to make it 1-1. Really good finish from Petros there. I'm not really sure who he is, but he did well to beat his man and put it into the top left-hand corner against Jordan Pickford, who, as you might have seen, does not want to sign a new contract after saying he was being paid less and did want to sign a new contract. But anyway, similar to what ended up them getting a goal there, we tried to chip it over to Gooch. He does win it back, though. Gives it into Jan Karamo, who get tackled unluckily, and they are able to bring the ball forward. Alexander-Arnold has his pass intercepted, though. Declan John wins it. It's into Lenz, who gives it to Gooch. Gooch can then whip it into the box for us to try and get ahead on it. They get it out, and it will be a corner to us. Just about half an hour gone here, as we're trying to retake the lead against Liverpool. We whip it in. Walter Mathis goes for the ball. It is intercepted by Petros, though. He'll try and run it clear, but Caramol tackles him, gives it into Lenz. Lenz can then find a pass, if he can, to Jan Mvia. Mvia then finds it out wide to Matthews. Matthews whips it in. Jan Carmo takes it off the head of Lenz and hits the post or the bar, one of the two, but that is very unlucky, as that's a really good ball in, and Carmo did well taking the ball off of Lenz, because he may not have won the header. Carmo's a tall striker, so he had a go, and he was very unlucky with the finish. So anyway, they're coming forward here. Not long after that, Josh Sims whips it in. It's headed away by our player, though, and Via gives it out to Walter Mathis. He gives it to Carmo, who plays a 1-2 with Gooch. Gooch plays a really good ball through, but it is a foul, so we will get the free kick here, as the referee played the advantage. So Federico Fazio will take the free kick into Catermole. Catermole can then look for Gooch. Gooch then gives it to Adam Matthews, who takes one touch and fires it into the top top left-hand corner. A really good finish from Adam Matthews. Gooch gave him the ball, so a goal and an assist in his first game for Gooch. Really good pass, just simple. A really good touch, though, and just fires it into the top left-hand corner. Adam Matthews, a player who is unlikely to get a real chance in the team in real life, but I thought I'd give him a go as my backup right back this season, after selling Billy Jones and obviously Monkio's loan spell finished. So anyway, we're trying to get forward here. Lenz picks it up, gives it to Barrera, gives it back through to Lenz. 20 minutes to go around about. Gooch then gives it into Danny Barrera, who gives it out wide to Walter Mathis. Carmo picks it up back to Mathis. Mathis has a strike and a really good save by their goalkeeper to keep it at 2-1. As you can see here, the game is coming towards an end now. Jilabaji picks up the ball. I'm not sure why he was so far forward, but Cohen Wood picks it up there, gives it to Lenz, back through to Cohen Wood. He beats his man. I really should have passed that off, but he wanted to have a strike, and it was well saved by the goalkeeper, and that is how the game finishes. 2-1 win for us. So Liverpool have now lost 5 in a row, but as you can see, I think we just deserve to win that game, and there are some of the other results from around the grounds. But anyway, I think that game was on Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas, I suppose. But anyway, Kazri picks it up there, gives it to Ben Yedder. He gives it in to Andre Gray as we come up in this final game of the episode away to Chelsea. So it's whipped into the box, and Andre Gray gets his head onto the ball and heads it into the back of the net to give us the lead against Chelsea. When I'm recording this, Chelsea have just had their run of consecutive wins ended by Tottenham. It's only a couple days since that happened, so they haven't played since. But anyway, it's good to be taking the lead against them. So as you can see, they're trying to get forward here. Matic picks up the ball from Willian. It comes back to Todd Kane. He runs down the right-hand side after we just scored from a really good cross from the right-hand side. They have one. Pasalic has the chance, but a great save from Vito Minone keeps it at 1-0 to Sunderland. And we have him to thank for that. And anyway, you can see we're getting into the second half here, which just kicked off. We're trying to pass it around, after we scored that goal, I went on defensive and counter-attack just because it's Chelsea. I thought might as well just play out for this win. But anyway, we come forward here. Korchia gives it in to Andre Gray. He lays it off first time to Didier Ndong, and what a strike that is by Didier Ndong. Just It's a great one-touch football there. It's good run from Corchia, really. Gives it in. First time pass by Gray and a first time effort by Ndong. Sometimes I worry about taking first time chances in case it goes well over the bar or something, but a really good strike. It hits off the underside of the bar and goes in. I'm not sure why it didn't show the goal line technology, but I have checked on the instant replay and that did definitely cross the line by quite a bit. Pretty similar to Frank Lampard's in the World Cup against Germany in 2010. But anyway, you can see they've got a corner here as they're trying to get back into this game with about 15 minutes to go. It's whipped in. Batshuayi controls the ball, pulls it back. Gray heads it out, but Christensen wins it. It comes to Matic, who puts it across, and without any defenders there but Corchia playing him onside. Chavelarin, I believe you pronounce that, the left back. I think he's like 67 overall or something. I'm not sure who he is, but I checked in like the squads. But anyway, you can see we're coming forward here, have a really good chance. Cohenwood pulls it back. No, Cameron Ward, I believe, pulls it back. Barini has a really good strike save, and after having that chance where we could have been 3-1 up, Chelsea come forward on the counter-attack. Batshuayi passes it to Hazard after Kone left him, and he beats Manone on the near post to make it 2-2. Very disappointing for us to concede that goal so late on in the game after having a 2-0 lead, conceding about 10 minutes from time, and then in extra time after there was 4 minutes added on, and as they tried to get forward for a winner, the referee blew the whistle to end the game 2-2. Very disappointing. In fact, coming into the game I would have taken a draw, and the stats probably are pretty even, so it probably deserved to be a draw, but I'm disappointed that we just didn't take the chance that we had from a 2-0 lead to go on and win the game. So anyway, because it's the 1st of January, we're having a quick look at this youth scouting, just releasing a couple of the players that I'm not sure will make the team because of their highest potential possibility is lower than 90. I know that's a bit high still, but it's just if I want to bring youth academy players and I want them to be really good, I'm not signing anyone from that monthly scouting report. But as you're going to see here, we're going to end the episode with a squad report, with it being the first day of the month. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like, as that would be much appreciated. And if you would like to see any more of this career mode or any of the online seasons that I'm running, please do subscribe, as that is much appreciated. But anyway, once again, thanks for watching. See you later.